Secrets and silent betrayals. The first time I realized something was off was in the middle of a house party, when I stepped out on the balcony for some air and caught my girlfriend's best friend whispering, "Are you going to tell him about the secret apartment?" My girlfriend just threw her head back and laughed, like it was the funniest thing in the world. I froze, drink in hand, heart pounding, because what the hell is a secret apartment and why wasn't I supposed to know about it? I didn't confront her then, I just watched through the sliding glass door as she smiled at me like nothing was wrong. For a week, paranoia chewed through me. She started coming home later, always dressed up, smelling like new perfume I'd never bought her. Every time I asked about work, her stories got sloppier. One night, I followed her car, not because I wanted to be that guy, but because I couldn't take the not knowing. She drove across town, parked in front of a building I'd never seen, punched in a code, and disappeared inside. When she came out an hour later, she looked lighter, almost relieved. I hid in the shadows, shaking. The next morning, I confronted her. She didn't deny it. She just stared at me, lips pressed tight, and finally said, "You weren't supposed to find out like this." She admitted she'd rented the place months ago. Sometimes she stayed there when she needed space, sometimes with friends. Sometimes, she said, she just wanted to be someone else. I pressed harder, voice rising, asking if there was someone else. She swore there wasn't, but her eyes flicked away every time I mentioned it. "We fought," I shouted. She cried. The air between us turned poisonous. Here's the twist, after she left for work, I sat in the silence of our apartment and realized I didn't want to know the truth. I'd always clung to her too tightly, always needed to control every part of her life. Maybe the real secret was that I was just as afraid of being alone as she was of being trapped. I thought she was betraying me, but maybe we were both running from something we couldn't fix. In the end, I didn't follow her again, I just let her go, even though the questions burned in my chest, because sometimes the worst betrayal is realizing you're not ready for the answers.